Hey guys, I'm Zachary Gray, and this is the Atlantic Stingray.
Florida is a place I love to go to. I love seeing all the different animals that live in the ocean. And while a lot of people like to go to the beach to swim, there are some potentially dangerous animals to watch out for.
Lots of little minnows going everywhere. That looks like a spot where a stingray was sitting, but a flounder or a stingray was on the bottom, because they'll cover themselves up with sand, so he might have gone under there and then came out. Oh yes! A stingray! Look at this! There's a little stingray buried down in the sand. Look at that! Oh my goodness! This is crazy. He is buried down in the sand and he is just waiting for something to come by. Only his eyes and his little gill flaps are sticking up, and also that tail. They have a venomous barb on the end of their tail. That is crazy. Alright, let me get him up out of the sand. Alright, I don't want to mess with him too much because he will spike me. There we go. Yes! Got him. Alright, now I want him to still be able to sit in the water comfortably like this in the net right now. Now these stingrays are ambush predators. They'll jump up and grab a little crab or a little fish or something like that, and they absolutely love to eat little dead stuff on the bottom. They're really good scavengers. Alright, I've got him safely in this net right now where he can breathe and we can talk about it. Now these stingrays are very common on the Atlantic coast, but this is a very small stingray. This is max size for an Atlantic ray. Now they're bottom feeders, and what they do is they have a mouth right on the bottom of their body, and what they'll do is they can go along the bottom and grab anything that they want. Now along the back here, there's actually all these little venomous spines. You can see that they're not the major spine on the tail, but these do have venom and these will hurt you a lot. They will spike you. Man, that is so cool. Now you see these holes right on the eyes right here, like right behind the eyes. A lot of people call those the ears, and I actually call them the ears sometimes too, but they're actually gill holes. Think about like a dolphin has a blowhole. That's exactly how this works. They have those little holes on the side of their head, and that's how they breathe. They breathe in, they suck in air and blow it out through that, and they also have it underneath their body as well for blowing out sand from underneath them, and that's how they'll dig down a little bit. Now these guys have to stay buried down a lot of the times because sharks love to eat them. Bull sharks, tiger sharks, and hammerheads are some of their biggest predators, and that's why they'll hide underneath the sand. It's really cool. That's how they stay safe during the day. Look at that. That is outrageous. Now these stingrays are a very tough animal. In fact, they can even go into fresh water. That's how tough they are. They can leave the salt water and go into fresh water. That's how tough these guys are. Now a lot of times people are gonna run into this stingray while either fishing or walking along the beach. Now, if you're ever out swimming, you wanna shuffle your feet. What you wanna do is, to keep from stepping on one, people will step right on top of them and get whacked by that stinger. You wanna shuffle your feet along through the sand, and that's how you're gonna keep from getting stuck. The sand scares them up, and that will keep you safe if you just do that, and they'll just swim away. You oftentimes see them swim away after that. Now these stingrays, the Atlantic stingray is a very small species of stingray, but we have a lot of big stingrays. It's getting a little active. We have a lot of big stingrays like bull rays, and oftentimes they look very similar, but the bull ray gets absolutely massive. They get way bigger than the Atlantic ray. Now, I'm gonna lift him up really quick. I'm gonna keep his tail in the net, and I'm gonna pick him up by his little gill holes. I'm not gonna cover him so he can still breathe, but he'll be out the water for a minute. But I just wanna show you this. He's flapping. Look at that. That is the belly of the stingray. Now you can see the mouth. They have a very plate-like mouth, and they actually have little plate teeth. Teeth that crush their prey whenever they suck it in, and these are actually the gills underneath for expelling air. It's very cool. Man, that is so amazing, and they feel so slimy. Alright, I'm gonna put him back down into the water. There you go, buddy. Alright, that wasn't too bad. He did good for us right there. Now, if you ever get stung by one of these, you want to soak wherever you got stung in hot water, as hot as you can stand. A lot of people will go to the hospital because they stepped on one of these and it stuck them and it hurts really bad. The pain from this stingray is no joke and it is seriously bad. So if you get stuck by one and it really hurts, you need to get to a hospital, have them treat it because it is painful. Now, stingrays are normally very docile. They're an animal, they don't want to be around people, but they do end up going along coasts and beaches where people swim, and oftentimes people will step on them, and oftentimes to defend themselves, because they think they're being attacked, is they'll swing their stinger and hit somebody, and that's how they defend themselves. But that's not what it's made for. Their stinger on their tail, that giant barbed stinger, is made for sharks. Sharks are their #1 predator, and their only defense is if they can get that stinger in them before they get bit, because hammerheads can actually dig them up. That's why hammerheads have those big weird plate heads. That's literally for sensing things under the sand. They're sensing electromagnetic waves. In fact, stingrays can do the exact same thing for their prey, which is really cool. But hammerheads will dig them up and then chomp into them, and that stinger is their only protection against sharks. All right, what I want to do, check. There we go. Look at that. That is the Atlantic Stingray. Such a beautiful animal. And just so you know, I am ready to drop him if he swings. It's just not getting worth stuck by this animal. If you see one of these, leave it alone. They can really hurt you, and they don't want to though. They're a very docile animal, very sweet, and they should be left alone. Take some pictures and just let them be. Very amazing animal. Now let's get him back out in the water. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you did enjoy, definitely leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, let's get him back out in the water. Beautiful!